Amen. Another beautiful day. Monday morning, the sun is shining. Finally, gonna have some days over freezing. It's ice and snow is starting to melt, and we're just excited to share with you. We're looking forward to our first public event, February 7th, Saturday. It will be on North 10th Street, right across the street from the Blasville High School. Will be holding our first town hall meeting as we look forward to meeting with residents and constituents, sharing our platform as we build it, and hearing from the citizens. What do you expect out of your state representative, and what concerns and issues you think we should prioritize? We're also creating a fun zone time for the teenagers from the age of 13 to 17. The first 60 teenagers will be able to enter Jay's game and party zone for free. I will spend about 10 minutes addressing the teenagers, and then we will meet with the adults and share our thoughts and concerns. Today, my commentary will be about the critical role of state representative, shaping local government in Mississippi County. Understanding how local government works is a key to appreciating the impact of state representative. In Mississippi County, District 34, the state representative plays a vital role in shaping policy that affects everyday lives. I will share with you the responsibilities, influence, and significance of a state representative in this district, offering insight into how their work supports community growth and well being. What does a state representative do? A state representative serves as a bridge between the residents of his district and the state government. Their primary job is to represent the interests of District 34 in Mississippi County State Legislature. Things like drafting and voting on laws that impacts local communities, advocating for resources such as schools, roads, and public services, listening to constituents' concerns, and bringing those issues to the state level. I promise you, I will be a loud voice for Mississippi County District 34. We will always be very respectful, but we will stand 10 toes down. As I share all the time, what I say in the church, I say in the streets, I say to the powers to be. From that, the message will not change as we're at the Capitol, because I believe we need representation that stands and fights for us. Serving on committees that focuses on specific policies like education, healthcare, agriculture, infrastructure, Social Security, Veterans Aid, all type of policies and solutions to solve the needs of Mississippi County. In District 34, which includes a mix of rural, urban, small town communities, the state representative's role is especially important. They must balance the needs of the farmer, the business, educators, and family. We must look after our sick, our elders, our widows. We must take care of the needy. We must provide a balance of how we share inclusiveness, information, ideals, and resources with the whole community that will help develop and improve the quality of life for all stakeholders. How state representatives influence local government. Local government depends heavily on decisions made at the state level. The state representatives influences this by advocating for state funds to local projects such as road repair and school improvement and infrastructure improvement, making better neighborhoods safer, cleaner, walkable, and improving the quality of life and the view from a perspective of we deserve better. We truly deserve better. shaping regulation that affects local businesses and land use. I believe we have great opportunity as we work with each city in the district and each community in the district as we find abandoned properties and businesses that have been closed and vacant for years. How can we repurpose them? How can we create mini grants and opportunities for young people to start businesses and use these facilities rather than them being empty? Create an initiative that will make it easier and accessible for someone to start a business and use these properties. Again, supporting local initiatives through legislation that address specific district needs, collaborating with local officials like mayors and county supervisors to align state and local priorities. As we continue our campaign, we're reaching out to all the mayors in each city, all of the city council people, the quorum court, local influencers, nonprofits, ministries, civic groups, and social groups. We want to be able to communicate with each of them and hear from them. What are their needs to them? For example, a state representative in District 34 might work to secure funding for a new community health center or push for better infrastructure to support local agriculture. These efforts directly impact the daily lives of residents and the district in long-term growth. Again, thinking about community health centers, thinking about community resource centers, thinking about creating a place where people can go and gather and learn to socialize again and communicate again. That's how you create unity. Want you to understand the importance of constituent engagement. It's important that a state representative is reachable, that he listens, that he has empathy, that he has a passion for improving the conditions for every stakeholder and every resident in District 34. Holding regular town hall meetings to hear from residents. Again, we look forward to February 7th on North 10th Street in Blythesville doing exactly that. We want to hear from you. What can we do? How should we build our platform? What should we prioritize? How can we make sure every voice is being heard and carry that message through town hall meetings, through social media platforms? Again, we have a Facebook page, Team Middlebrooks 2026. We have an email, teammiddlebrooks2026@gmail.com. We also have a website, teammiddlebrooks2026.com. So we've created avenues to, you can reach me, we can communicate, we can talk about your concerns, we can talk about what you want to see from Mississippi County. Go on my website, you can set up a phone conference appointment with me, and we can share, we can ration, we can talk together and see how we as a unit, as a team, can make Mississippi County a better place for everyone. Maintaining open channels, again, through phone calls, emails, and social media, visiting schools, farms, businesses, and understanding local challenges firsthand. We're working already with other politicians, other candidates across the state, and we will be campaigning with others, meeting with farmers, meeting in the rural areas, meeting in the urban areas. So we have a eye view of what the needs are for Mississippi County. Again, by engaging with constituents, the representative ensures that their work reflects the district's priority. I want to know what's most important to you. What do you want to see change? What do you want to see implemented? This connection builds trust and helps create policies that truly benefit the community. We have challenges in Mississippi County District 34. How do we face these challenges? How do we balance competing interests between rural, urban, corporate America, the private business, the local business, our nonprofits, our ministries, and our civic groups? Find and balance. So you're able to serve in every area. You're able to listen to the concerns of all the constituents. And you're prioritizing balancing that from the feedback you get from the constituents. Addressing limited resources. Yes, resources are always limited, especially in the Delta, but we can address that. We can work on that together while trying to meet the needs of our people and our constituents. We look forward to advocating and lobbying in Little Rock to make sure we bring in more funding resources back to Mississippi County. Just last month, we were in Little Rock at the Arkansas Educational Association, where we work with other candidates and political leaders, school teachers, veterans, retirees, and focusing specifically on how to increase funding for the public school system. Keeping up with complex policies that affect education, healthcare, and the economy. Understanding the resources that are available, understanding the distributions of the resources to make sure everyone feels the impact of the resources that are available in Mississippi County. Despite these challenges, effective representation finds ways to build consensus and deliver results. I will deliver results for Mississippi County. I will be a strong voice. I will always think about the communities, think about the working class, think about the underpaid, think about those on a fixed income, and balance those with the needs of corporate America and local businesses. There is truly room at the table for everyone, but you have to have a representative that's willing to represent you and to represent all of those entities with a balance. Examples of impactful legislation in District 34. Several recent legislative efforts highlights the role of state representative in District 34. Again, educational funding increase that improves school facilities and teacher salary. I believe strong-heartedly that the school teachers of Arkansas and Mississippi County deserve a raise. I believe we should pour more into education rather than to ICE. Just last week, I heard Donald Trump, President Trump, and the Republican Party approving over $35 billion for ICE. And what I see from ICE and what they're doing is creating more fear, creating more division in neighborhoods, creating uncertainty. Couldn't those funds have been better used, investing into our school system, investing into our health care, investing into the needs of our citizens? That's why I feel it's important that what we do on a state level, what we do on a county level, carries a message to the federal level, that we prioritize our funding in the making the lives better for our people. Infrastructure grants for roads, maintenance, and broadband expansion. Healthcare initiatives aimed at expanding rural clinics and services. These examples show how targeted legislation can address specific local needs and improve residents' quality of life. How residents can support their state representative. Community members play a key role in shaping local government by staying informed about legislative issues and affecting change in District 34. Understanding the difference between the Republican agenda and the Democratic agenda. Who is fighting for you? Who's trying to extend the affordable health care? Who's trying to raise the minimum wage? Who's trying to make sure there's more services available, social services, for the people in need of the Mississippi Delta? Who's stripping back those funds? Who's making it harder to vote, harder to have access and opportunity? Think about that. This election, especially in District 34 for state representative, will come down to one main point. Do you support the Democratic agenda or do you support the Republican agenda? When you look at the demographics in our county and the needs in our county, when you look at the healthcare disparities, the economic disparity, the housing disparities, I will assure you that Democrats are fighting for you, fighting to improve your quality of life and trying to create unity for success. Active citizens' involvement strengthens the democracy and help ensures that the state representative remains accountable and responsive. One of the things I'm so proud of is we have an organization called US, which is an acronym for Unity for Success, and we create community forums to address political issues, and we create community forums for just social gatherings. We also do spiritual revivals to trying to bring our Christian community together with the community at large, and showing that if we work together, we can truly accomplish more. By understanding the responsibility and influence of your state representative, residents of District 34 can better engage with local government and help to shape a positive future for our community. Thank you for listening. We're looking for volunteers for the campaign team, Middlebrooks. We're looking for strategists. We're looking for some that are experienced dealing with social media and AI technology, tech technology. We're looking to get young people involved. We're looking to get our elders involved by being mentors and visionaries on where we're being and where we're at and what the future can look like. We're asking that if you would like to volunteer and be a part of Team Middlebrook, that you reach out to me. And understand this. I know there's a lot of misinformation out there, but I pride myself, not just because I'm a minister, because I love people, on being respectful, on valuing the differences of opinion, the input from others. We may not agree on everything, but there's truly some things we can agree on and work on. I will not be divisive. I will not run a negative campaign. You will not hear me down my opponent. It truly comes down that in this moment in time in America, and serve the needs, again, of our working class, our underpaid, our seniors on Social Security and fixed income. Who do you think is fighting the most to get more resources to urban areas and to rural areas? I think it's the Democratic Party. I think all across this country, you're seeing Democrats step up and unite. We're winning in areas where Republicans have had a stronghold for many years because people are recognizing that the Democratic agenda is really for the people. What a Republican agenda have lost their way. It's not about just balancing the budget and financial discipline. It's become something that all of us really don't recognize. There's more about fear, separation, division, and that saddens me. But what we see happening in Mississippi County, we see happening around this country, that the citizens are stepping up and demanding stronger voices, demanding that their issues be addressed, demanding that elected officials be held accountable and be responsive to their needs, not just hot button issues. Again, as we campaign, we're shaking as many hands as we can. We're walking down as many communities and streets that we can, and we're asking for your vote. But if you choose to support the other candidate, we still respect you. It's a person's right to decide who they want to vote for. Our job is to inform you and try to give you the information to help make that right decision. But you will never see me pressure anyone to support me if I'm not willing to fight for the issues that are important to you. And I think there's a clear distinction between Democrat and the Republican agenda. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day.